You are not your circumstances. You are not your past. You are not your environment, your upbringing, your current bank account, or the limits others tried to place on you. You are what you do every single day. You are the thoughts you allow, the actions you take, and the patterns you repeat. The truth no one tells you is this: your future is being formed in silence, when no one is watching, when no one is clapping, when no one is checking in. Every repetition is a vote, and your habits, they're the ballots you cast toward the person you're becoming. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your rituals. Any idea, plan, or purpose may be placed in the mind through repetition of thought. This isn't theory. This is law. This is gravity for your mind. Repetition is the mother of mastery, but repetition is also the maker of mediocrity if you're repeating the wrong things. So the question is not, do you want success? Everyone wants success. The real question is, what are you becoming without realizing it? Because what you repeat, you become. What you repeat becomes your truth, and your truth shapes your destiny. If every morning you repeat doubt, you'll become uncertainty. If every night you repeat excuses, you'll become regret. But if every day you repeat belief, if you repeat courage, if you repeat action, you will become unstoppable. You see, champions don't train once. They train until it's who they are. Visionaries don't visualize once. They visualize until the dream bleeds into reality. Builders don't build once. They lay bricks with discipline until one day the world calls it a fortress. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before lighting the world. But each experiment was a repetition of belief. Each failure was a brick. Each late night, a stroke of destiny. Because greatness is never found in the sudden. It's found in the repeated. Mindset and belief. Here's the brutal truth. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they keep rehearsing failure in their minds. They fail in their thoughts long before they fail in life. They rehearse fear. They rehearse doubt. They repeat the script someone else wrote for them, over and over, until it becomes their identity. But your mind is a theater, and you are both the director and the lead actor. So if the world has cast you as the underdog, rewrite the script. If your upbringing trained you to expect little, rehearse abundance. If your past is filled with chaos, repeat peace until it feels like home. Belief is a skill. It's not a gift. It's a muscle. And like any muscle, it grows through resistance. When Napoleon Hill interviewed the richest men of his time, Carnegie, Ford, Rockefeller, he wasn't looking for secrets. He was looking for patterns. He was searching for what these giants repeated, what they believed so deeply it became reality. And do you know what he found? They all believed, obsessively, relentlessly, unapologetically, in one truth. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Belief is not hope. Hope is weak. Belief is fierce. Hope waits. Belief acts. Hope wants. Belief works. So don't just want success. Don't just wish for change. Repeat belief until your doubts are drowned in discipline. Repeat it until it's no longer something you do. It's who you are. Clarity and vision. But belief alone is blind without vision. You must see what you want before the world does. You must hold the image in your mind so clearly, so vividly, that it becomes more real than your current life. Walt Disney was once fired from a newspaper job for lacking imagination. Imagine that. But Walt had a vision. He saw castles before they stood. He saw magic before there was a budget. He saw a kingdom of dreams before the first brick was laid. And do you know how he built it? Repetition. He repeated the vision every day, through setbacks, through ridicule, through rejection. Because when the vision is strong enough, repetition becomes a calling. It becomes your religion. It becomes the sacred act of aligning yourself day after day with who you are meant to become. You are either repeating distraction or repeating direction, and your future hinges on the difference. So if you feel lost, get clear. Write the vision, speak it, see it, then repeat it until the world catches up to your mind. Now let's talk about the final piece. the frequency that amplifies everything else. Gratitude. Not the fluffy kind, not the one you fake on Instagram, but the kind that breathes power into your repetition. The kind that keeps you grounded while you rise. The kind that turns pressure into perspective and struggle into strength. Because when you're truly grateful, grateful for the work, for the lessons, for the grind, your repetition becomes worship. It's no longer something you have to do. It's something you get to do. And that shift changes everything. It aligns you with abundance. It opens doors that hustle alone could never pry open. Because the universe doesn't reward force. It rewards alignment. Gratitude keeps you aligned with your vision. It reminds you why you started. It keeps the ego in check and the fire burning. Andrew Carnegie said, "The man who acquires the ability to take full possession of his own mind may take possession of anything else to which he is justly entitled." And what is possession of the mind? If not the power to choose what you repeat. Choose to repeat joy. Choose to repeat progress. Choose to repeat the inner dialogue that lifts you out of excuses and into execution. Because at the end of the day, your success will not be defined by the breakthroughs you had once. It will be built on the bricks you laid daily, on the thoughts you chose hourly, on the behaviors you engraved into your nervous system until success became your default. That's what becoming truly powerful looks like. Not flashy, not loud, but consistent, quietly unstoppable. The world won't see your transformation until it's undeniable, until the man or woman you once were fades in the shadow of who you've become. But you'll see it first. You'll feel it in how you carry yourself, in how you speak to yourself, in how you rise over and over again. Because success is not an explosion. It's a sequence, a rhythm, a quiet series of invisible repetitions that compound until they echo across your life. So stop looking for motivation. Start repeating what builds momentum. Stop chasing hacks. Start mastering the fundamentals. Stop waiting for the perfect plan. Start executing with imperfect action, day after day, hour by hour. You don't need a new life. You need a new pattern. And if you want to change your life, don't change everything. Change one thing and repeat it. That's how the mind is rewired. That's how the future is rewritten. That's how legacies are built. The question is no longer, what do you want? The question is, what are you repeating when no one's watching? Because that is your life. That is your future. That is who you're becoming. So build the habit, speak the truth, train the body, strengthen the mind, declare the vision, act on the dream, own the identity, and repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, until the world has no choice but to call you unstoppable.